That's why they came into this match winning 1 of their last 5.
Back 30 to 30, and man goes through. Support left and right. Staggs on his way. Staggs on his way for Brisbane. Well, that is quite the contradiction. 13 on 12, couldn't find their way through. Full complement back, they score straight away.
Well, I guess the fact that the Dragons hit the lead while down to 12 men sparked them into something. And the cattle prod had to come out and get them going, because they have been asleep for the last 45 minutes after scoring and getting to a 12-0 lead, and Ezra Mam's footwork does it again. The footwork of Mam is quite brilliant. Payne Haas out the back. Reynolds just holds the ball up to his 5'8", and again moving while the ball is in the air to beat Val Holmes on the inside. What a naturally instinctive player he is with the ball in his hands. Ezra Mam finds Katoni Staggs. And I guess the fans here are just thinking, well, thank God.
Yeah, well, anything could happen in the last 18 minutes of this one, based on what we've watched over the last 10. That's a fair try celebration. Mariner hopped on for the ride, and Staggs ridden into the ground.
So Mam has scored a try and set 2 up.
Yes.
And on each occasion, the footwork evident of just the Mam brilliance.
To put the Broncos in front, Reynolds salutes. Brisbane 20, Dragons 18. 17:51 on the clock. Staggs, most tries against the Dragons, level with Wendell. Gordon was on the list. Here it is again. Man with that
slight
one
movement.
Past a good defender at home.
Yeah. And Holmes was in and had his man, but the movement from Ezra Mam as the ball was finding him, and just look at the ease that he gets in behind and delivers a perfect pass.
Some bad news around Staggs. The 3 previous meetings between these clubs at Suncorp, he has scored try doubles. Does he get there again here for the Broncos? So Shibasaki, Mam, and Staggs the try scorers today for Brisbane. This game in the balance. Haas has had a big input in all that has been good of the Broncos. His 10th hit up of the day. Followed up by Reynolds. Mam again on to Pilkura there, just not able to get through. But he did have one arm free there for just a moment. Willison. Last tackle, one of their best sets of the day, Brisbane. Ramped it up here. Reynolds bombs from 40 metres out. They're on the move. And Allen has it for the Dragons.
Yeah, it was one of their best sets, and they threatened on both sides of the field there. The 2 Dragons tries has sparked the Broncos into something that had been lacking.
This is just game 1 of 3 today on Fox League. We have Canberra and the Titans not too far away down at GIO Stadium. We'll brush home from Campbelltown tonight, exclusive to Fox League. Tigers and the Rabbitohs. Benji, Wayne Bennett in the coach's box. Clemmer with a ball for the Dragons. 20 points to 18. Clemmer marches probably 6 metres after where he was first held. Now back Little to Flanagan. Kicking for position. He's got it wrong. Wow. Got it wrong. 7 tackle set, Brisbane.
Brisbane players just getting back on side. This could be a costly one. Just the last couple of sets that the Broncos have put together, this could be a costly one for the Dragons. Flanagan getting that kick completely wrong.
Takes on, and Cobbo has moved out a little here. Pakes has been there all year. Comes in late in this one. Haas another carry. All in all, I suppose they've done a pretty good job on Payne Haas today. Just the one offload. Pakes good run. Tackle 3 in a 7 tackle set. Man with it. Now to Carrigan. Offload's dead level today. Carrigan not able to pass in that tackle. But they creep a little closer. Pates, left. Willison, out the back. Arthur, Shibasaki. Cobo on the wing, almost got the ball. He would have been away. Arthur's now back in field. Last tackle. Reynolds, he'll kick. Looking for Mariner. Batted back. Stags for a double. No! Over and out of the corner.
Well, they almost paid the ultimate price, the Dragons, after a poor kick from Flanagan. The 7-tackle set got the Broncos into this position, and Katoni Staggs, there's enough Dragons there. Corey Allen, to make sure he didn't get a 4-pointer, went hard for the corner after the ball was tapped back. The Dragons survived. They've got to get through this set and get rid of the ball, but they have been perfect with it so far in this second half.
Now Blake Laurie. So is it tactical, or does Selwyn Cobb have a problem with a wrist while he's been moved out to left wing? Arthurs, though, has suddenly flashed up into attacking plays. Flanagan on. Sewell with the ball. Offload back for Little. Hands from Gutherson. Gutho now in the clear. King Tonga with it in support. Got away from Ricky at first attempts. Wants a quick play, the ball, planted it on the ground, allowed to continue. Gutherson over the advantage line. Leilua hands, Holmes with the ball. Flanagan inside, lost his footing with the line open. Gutherson kept alive. Little hit from behind. Sur on to Sully, then on to Sloan. St John Gillawalla used the full width, length, breadth of the field to score.
Well, that is spectacular. That is so good from the Dragons. Down by 2 points, working the ball out of their own end. And the ball movement, great play from Gutherson, Flanagan, Leilua, Val Holmes. Flanagan there looked like he had the line open, slips over, but then the ball movement again. Gutherson involved 3 times. Great pass there from Jacob Little, and then it was just hands. Sully out to Tyrell Sloan. That's a great ball. That's a great ball as he's whacked in the back from Jacob Little. And then Tyrell Sloan, just enough speed to get into the corner. That is incredible.
This sport, I mean, we might end up with 36-34 the way we're going. Suddenly this game has exploded.
That is as good a team try as we've seen all year. Through the middle, down the left edge, right across the field to the right edge.
On any other weekend, it may be the try of the weekend, but of course, Marky Mark did something pretty special.
He did.
For the Roosters.
Xavier Coates scored a pretty good one
Xavier
too.
Coates was pretty good. I mean,
but their individual efforts,
yes.
that as a team try, that was great.
Well,
just when they needed it.
So here's the tail of the tape.
Brisbane looked like they were just starting to get on top.
58th minute, Little try. Dragons get in front. 61st minute, Stags try. Brisbane get in front. 6 minutes later, Sloan try. Dragons back in front. If ever Valentine needed a sideline conversion, it's right now. He admitted during the week he's struggling with his goal kicking in Wollongong in particular. Close up to the fence.
This is Brisbane.
Good point, Brandy. That's why you're on the big bucks. Holmes with a kick. In from the touchline. On its way. Valentine Holmes. Happy Valentine's Day. 24-20, Jake.
Crazy finish to this game. The Dragons, just when you think they're down and out, they get up again to retake the lead through some amazing sleight of hand here from across the field back to the other side through Kyle Flanagan. He looks like he's gone and keeps it going. He makes up for that kick into the in goal a little bit earlier and keeps this one alive. And they score through Tyrell Sloan out on that right wing. And that has really quietened the crowd here, guys. 38,016 here for this one this afternoon. And right now they're sensing a little bit of an upset coming here from this Dragon side. And Michael Maguire looking not pleased there.
Yeah, look at those two. Aren't they having fun?
Oh, the split screen.
Oh, wow. The
said it all.
Of the two of them. There's got to be more fun sitting in a dentist chair, isn't there? They are tense. Everyone is tense. Two desperate sides. We said it at the top. They're not where they want to be on the ladder. And now they're going to slug it out for the last 11.5 minutes with the Dragons up by 4. Scored only one first half try. And Laurie with the ball. 10 inside his own half. Little, impossible to take him off. Impossible to take him off. Cook, though, is running forward, has been very good. Probably his most influential game of the season. And it's out of dummy half. Flanagan kicks from halfway. Gets the range right this time. Arthur's 10 out from his own line. Play one just outside the 20.
Yeah, and a big reason why the Dragons find themselves in this position has been the control that they've played. And we spoke about that in the opening 10 minutes. They're 29 of 32. They have not made an error. They are 12 from 12 in the second half.
Their completion rate 91%, Brisbane 71%. Just one of the stories. There you go. Perfect Dragons second half. Played by Shibasaki. Oh, Piakura!
Well to get that.
Just would have been more tension for Maguire. Carrigan with the ball from Brisbane over halfway. 4 tackles up in this set. Not quite the dynamic energy of the set that followed up the points before. It's amazing how the adrenaline can kick in. High ball, Gutherson cops a bump.
Offside, Brisbane. Offside, the spiral kick. Well, the ball bouncing, it's heart-mouth for anyone when the ball hits the ground. But Xavier Wilson penalised for offside. And it's
right.
Yep.
He's the one.
Just, but
down the middle.
Offside.
He's
There
offside.
he is.
And he accelerated once he saw opportunity, but there's no doubt he was. Where it is due, they got that one right. Sunday night with Matty Johns coming up after the third of our games tonight, an exclusive match. Rabbitohs and Tigers, so it's a big afternoon tonight. Now what's happened here? Little says, come on. Piakura does a little bit of fancy stuff over the ball. And we just say pick it up and play on. Fair enough. So George Illawarra with it. 9 minutes to go. Laurie, if Brisbane lose here, they go to the wrong side of the ledger in terms of wins and losses. It'll be 5 and 6 going into the origin period. Holmes with the ball. And that's a strong tackle, Stags. 2 superstar setters there. Tongia, Stewart. Dragons thought he was caught a little high. They haven't been able to skip clear when they've had the lead, the Dragons. They need to score next if they're to achieve that. King Tonya's kick. Arthur's with it. Well, he got a bump in the air, but this time it's a play-on call. A bit of a lottery. Brisbane off their own line. Mariner.
Well, there's no doubt Corey Allen was attempting to catch the ball. We really need to have a look at that rule and change it.
We do. Played by Arthurs. Across to Mam. Oh, got it wrong there. Shibasaki overruns the ball. Pakes back with it. Then Reynolds. Wants inside runner. Dummies to Stags. Takes on King Tonga. Reynolds got to pass away. Oh, that was the master and the apprentice there. The 2 sevens. Reynolds again. There's definitely more points in Brisbane. There's 8 to go. But they may have another 2 tries in them as well. Inside Dragons half. Last tackle. Crowd into it. Carrigan with it. They're running it on the last. Flick pass in hope. Back to Haas. Has he got a kick? No. Out the Stags. I thought he knocked on. He did. He lost control in front of Holmes.
Hand over here.
Well, Adam Reynolds can't believe that the ball didn't go to him. Is that a sign of a little bit of panic there from the Broncos with the ball going to the 2 front rowers? And then Payne Haas, after getting the ball off Patrick Carrigan, throws a pass to Stags, who was under enormous pressure. Just when you want... Adam Reynolds, his kicking game has had an influence in most of their results. You don't give it to him on the last play.
7 minutes to go. 7 long minutes. How you feeling, Dragons fans? You're up by 4. How you feeling, Brisbane? It might be 5 losses in 6 if they go down here. Little dummy half. Laurie, set, restart, Dragons. They will be in position for a big attacking play at the end of this set. Little Now is not the time to come up with their first error of the half. Keep the pressure on. Little here. Back to centre field with Cook. Turn and pass. Kintonga. Gutherson. Oh, that's a save. That is a try save from Mariner.
And again, it's the right side. The right side of Brisbane was vulnerable in the first half. It has been in the second. They come down that way. They had them shot. Mariner gets a hand to the ball. Otherwise, it's a Dragons try. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Just changes. That was a great play from Mariner.
Yeah.
He made it look like he was going out to Val Holmes and then came in late to Gutherson, who threw the pass just a fraction too late.
Westpac red zone about to get a workout for the Dragons. They've had 20 tackles inside that zone this afternoon. From the scrum, the veterans, Cook and Gutherson combine. The old dogs, the old fellas, what do you want to say? Cook to Gutherson, 500 games of experience between them. Totally unlocked the Broncos' defence.
And it's a move that we've seen Cronulla use years back. Ben Barber from scrum play, and I'm sure it was the grand final. Barber sneaking up the inside. Now it's Clint Gutherson. The scrum, Tyrell Sloan pushes out. Damien Cook picks the ball up, gives it back into Clint Gutherson, the two most experienced players, the two big signings in the off-season, and Gutherson scores a try. We're under 5 minutes. They're 8 points clear with a kick to come.
Yeah,
what a result this would be for the Dragons.
The 33-year-old Cook to the 30-year-old kid Gutherson in support. Look at him go, Gutho. He's got a great record against the Broncos. He's got another one. That is 10 tries, and he's passed 10 against Brisbane.
Well, you can understand the euphoria on the Dragons players' faces. What a result this would be. I know it's not full time yet, but boy, oh boy, down to 12 men. They scored 2 tries in that period. They trail up 12-0. They get a try just before the break. They go to the break 12-4 down. They lose a player.
This is amazing. I mean, they may not win from here, okay? Don't put the cue in the rack yet, but you've also got to be thinking, as Holmes looks to take it out to 10, he does that. I mean, the 1-point losses, if those 1-point losses become wins, and a couple of them where they outscored their opponents for tries.
Oh, that's a great play, isn't it? And you know, the Broncos should have been aware. If everyone is aware of what's going on and ready to react to a scrum loss and players break, you shouldn't have a try scored like that. But Shane Flanagan pulls the old one out of the trick bag.
Do they start with Little as hooker and Cook as running forward from now on? Is that a key to the Dragons?
Well, it's been good, hasn't it? It's been good since Little has been on the field. And you only have to go back to the try that he scored. He ran 70 metres to score a try, Jacob Little.
20. Well, they had the lead. Now it's 30 points to 20. 20 points next to Brisbane is nowhere near enough against a Dragons side that's into the 30s. I'll back Brisbane to get 30, but can they do it now with 4 minutes just under to go? Like, there's more points in the Broncos.
Of course there is.
But the clock is the enemy now. Reynolds across field. Staggs in front of a slipping Valentine Holmes. Kintonga thought a knock on. Not called upon by the referee. 3.5 to go. Reynolds across. Carrigan with the ball. Look out. Look out. Man's ball. And Brisbane. A crack in the defence. You won't see bigger. Arthur scores in the corner. What a game this is. It's got everything. It's a little blue even.
Well, when the Dragons were down to 12 men and they scored a couple of tries, it was like the Broncos just hit the go button and they scored a try when they wanted to. Like right now. We haven't seen this football from the Broncos that many times this afternoon. Ezra Mam holds the pass up and throws a beautiful lofted pass over a couple of Dragons defenders to Jesse Arthurs, who hits the ball at speed. Hard man to stop in that situation. loses the strides, but backhands the ball into the in-goal area. Very cleverly, too. And Reynolds...
Of course he kicks it. He could have done it with a blindfold on and a pair of thongs. 30 points to 26. A rip-starter to finish here. Under 3 minutes to go. The game has exploded from the 58th minute when Little scored that runaway try. Staggs the 61st. Sloane the 67th. Gutherson the 75th. And then Arthur's the 77th. It is raining dry.
That was a on-the-spot pass there from Ezra Mam, and his attacking numbers as Adam Reynolds pilots that one through to make it a 4-point ball game. Mam's numbers are extraordinary. 3 try assists, he scored one himself. Jesse Arthur's 11 tries for the season. And what a final 2.5 minutes we have here at Suncorp Stadium.
Incredible contest, Matthew. You had the best seat in the house on Fox League. Watch this. Do not look away. 30 points to 26. Off the back fence comes Carrigan. Brisbane on play 1. 2 and a bit to go. Penalty. Wow, that was a good call there.
And again, Moses Sully penalised for a flop. We've seen it before. Adam Reynolds will find touch near halfway.
I'll back Reynolds to kick the goal if we get to 30 all, but I sort of part of me wants, if they do score, I want golden point. What can happen there? Broncos on the attack. Play 1. 35 away from the Dragons' line. How quickly the comfort of the Dragons sort of dissipated after the Gutherson try. Haas with it on play 2. No offload again from Payne Haas. 23 away. Pakes to the left. Reynolds goes short. Back infield, Hetherington. Cook came reeling out of it. He's in trouble. Damien Cook. Sutton saw it.
Well, this isn't bad. This isn't bad for the Dragons. They get to set their line. This isn't a bad thing. Jared Sutton stopping play as he reeled out of that tackle and he caught what was Hamish Stewart's head.
Yeah, back of the head. So we stop play here. All right,
he's got to go.
Has to go straight off. All righty.
So they've got 3 tackles left. They've got 3 tackles left. Brisbane might get another tackle or 2 if the ball is handed over and the Dragons have it.
Can any fan of these two sides sit still at the moment? This is remarkable what we're seeing here. Raiders Titans not too far away here on Fox League, but ride this one out at 30 to 26. 15 from the line. Reynolds finds Haas. Back for the centre. Payne Haas. Well, they stopped him and then loses the ball. Loses the ball. Challenge fired in.
Can you believe it?
Oh, what is this game doing to us? It's doing something to our heads.
Ruck interference here. Broncos are challenging. Ball stripped out.
I want to see the replay because I'm not sure what happened here.
Captain's challenge was lodged in a world record time, 0.06 seconds.
After the tackle is complete, there's ruck interference. The challenge is successful.
1:05 on the clock. Penalty goal of no use.
He's
full set on the line.
About that.
Unbelievable. This unbelievable. Haas was going to score.
The penalty was right. Yeah, well, he was through.
Well, if you don't have a
great tackle by Gutherson.
Without a bazooka, how would you stop him that close to the line? They found a way.
Well, they're going to have to find a way again.
Gutherson politely fetches the ball. 30 to 26. 65 seconds to go. In regulation time. Carrigan to play it. The crowd beside themselves. Takes to Reynolds. Dumps it off on the inside. Again, if they score, I'll back him to kick from anywhere. Pakes. Haas takes him on himself. They managed to stop him. Laurie over the top. They may just keep giving away penalties to Dragons. Pakes goes short. Don't know about that. Hetherington held up. 30 seconds to go. Drills into the set. Pakes. High ball. Reynolds holds it up. Doesn't pass. Now he does. Haas with the ball. Stepping about. Have a look at the big fella. Across field and backwards. Fend off. Caged in. Not caged in. Now caught. Play number 5 done. That soaked up 20 seconds, that one play.
They're a bit
Last
short out
throw
to the
of the
right.
race. Reynolds with the ball. Shot the ground. De Belin comes up with a tackle. That drives the nail into the Broncos.
Oh, wow!
The Dragons win. The Dragons win.
You can't challenge offside on
Can't challenge offside.
Are you challenging the knock-on?
He may as well challenge the knock-on.
That's it.
It's forlorn. There's no hope. Yet another incredible game in this NRL season.